Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here on the channel. Today we have right now prepared to stream a little bit better. Right now it should be all working, only there is one thing, and that there's not going to be a face game here in the stream, because that's an issue I can't fix right now for the imminent short term, and I was just willing to go live as soon as possible. So guys, today there's no face game, but yeah, just look at the content. We have enough things to discuss right here, so that doesn't matter at all. So what we're essentially seeing right now, and I'm right away going to go over and talk just about the price action that we're seeing right here. What we're right now essentially seeing here is that Bitcoin is of course retracing back towards this green box here. So Bitcoin retested this green box here, what is of course in my opinion an extreme bullish retest, and the reason why I'm saying so is because this has been of course a major resistance or a major supply zone. So a lot of sell orders was set up previously on this previous level over here, and a lot of people were of course no, my guys, I'm not going to talk about the problems anymore. This is not my PC. There's definitely some other issues here. I will be fixing it here in the background because I just got some new things here, and it's the reason why we got some issues. But let's talk about crypto. So yeah, the market here was of course finding a lot of resistance previously on this range over here, and what we're essentially seeing right now here is that this level flipped into support. So what we were as well talking about it on the previous stream here already, on the 4-hourly candles, we're seeing essentially right now some very interesting things here. We are seeing that the market is right now forming of course these several hidden bullish divergences. So you can see over here forming this higher low in the market, and while we're forming this higher low in the market, we are forming a clear lower low here on the RSI. So the RSI is forming a lower low on the RSI, and of course right now as well on the previous low over here we got great as well. We formed a lower low on the money flow index, and we are forming right now of course several hidden bullish divergences. So this is of course a very bullish signal that we're getting over here, and this could be really leading for the market to start to be moving up from here on once again, because the market is forming higher low and a higher low and of course a lower low on the momentum indicator. So this could be of course having a very positive result in of course the imminent short term on Bitcoin. If we're then looking towards what the lower time frame candles are telling us right now here, you can see on the 15-minute time frame we are seeing some kind of a trend reversal structure getting started right now here, because as you can see right now momentum has been really starting to shift. You can see lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, essentially sorry here lower high, and then we are right now starting to set a higher high structure together with a higher low structure as well here. So the momentum really have started to shift here on the lower time frames right now, and this could be of course having a very positive influence on the market for the coming hours from here on. So let's see what we're going to have over here, and let's see what we're going to be turning in towards right now for Bitcoin. So you can see clearly low getting formed, higher low, higher highs, and higher highs. So we're forming right now a beautiful trend towards the upside on the 15-minute candles, and this could be having a very positive result and of course for the coming hours here in the market. So let's see how this will be playing out of course for Bitcoin. Then as well, I have not been talking necessarily so deeply about it yet, but of course I added more in my Bitcoin long position. The reason why is because I'm very comfortable that we're either very close of bottoming out right now, or we could be maybe potentially still going for another leg down, and then we're going to find our bottom, and then I will be even add more to my position, because what we could be seeing is of course a 3 impulsive wave structure towards the downside. But personally what I do in this, what I do expect right now here is that Bitcoin is at least very close towards a reversal, where we could be starting to move up once again towards the upside from. Because what we can see right now as well here is, if we're looking to the funding rates, guys, what you can see right now in front of your screen here, the funding rates are sitting on 0.01% here. So funding rates are pretty darn low right now here, and of course because the funding rates are so low, this is giving me a very strong opportunity to even add more to my position and long the market even more severely. So this shakeout really helped us to create more people that are going to short the market right now. So essentially what we're seeing right now is that there were not a lot of long liquidations. So either the people that were in a long position exited the market. That is of course the most likely scenario, because if you look in the past 24 hours, you can see we create a very significant leg down, right? So you can see Bitcoin create a very significant leg down, and while we were creating this leg down on Bitcoin, there were almost no long liquidations. So this is, in my opinion, extremely important to look at, and this is, in my opinion as well, a very interesting thing to see here. There are no longs getting liquidated, but the market still moved down with an approximately, let me see, 8% towards the downside. What does it mean? So first of all, it does mean that probably a lot of people exited their long positions here on the higher sides here, or either they have been not opening any long positions above the all-time high. So it looks very interesting what we're right now seeing here on the on-chain data, and because of a lot of these people probably exited their long position, because that is what I do think right now here is the reason why the funding rates are right now, of course, once again so low here. So funding rates are 0.01% once again, and that is of course not to be worried about right now. So what I do not expect right now here is that we're going to get a massive shakeup, because the funding rates are not so high, so there are not necessarily a lot of people in long positions right here compared to the shorters in the market. So that is of course a very, very interesting thing that we are right now seeing here, and it's a very, very positive thing as well, because yeah, this is allowing me to of course this is allowing me of course to right now look at further price action towards the upside, in my opinion, and this is going to be allowing Bitcoin to have less resistance towards the upside. So if we're going to be going in towards the 4-hourly candles, and if we're going to look at this important trend line, you can see Bitcoin, what is it doing over here? You can see over here clearly we found two very significant touches over here. We as well found a very significant amount of rejections over here, and what essentially is right now happening is that Bitcoin did broke this important trend line towards the upside. So this is a very important trend line that Bitcoin did got created here on the 4-hourly candles, and this 4-hourly candles trend line is just a trend line that you do want to be paying your attention towards right now here, because this trend line over here is showing us, like we have been saying and seeing several times here, on how strong the trend is behaving for Bitcoin. And you can see as well over here, 1 touch point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touch points on this upper sloping support line. And while we saw 6 touch points on this upper sloping support line, you can see over here right now, if we're zooming in ever so slightly towards the market, we are right now trading below it, and since we have been trading below of this level, we are right now finding massive amounts of rejections on this level. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting right now, to be honest, and what this could be having, of course, a very, very bad influence on the market, since yeah, we did broke this very important trend line, and maybe this is going to be the rejection that's going to be lead us towards lower prices. But personally, I am not necessarily anticipating another massive correction. Yeah, what we could be seeing is, like I just told you a moment ago on the 1-hourly candles, a 3 impulsive wave structure. So of course, how a 3 impulsive wave structure looks like is of course a structure like, let me quickly get the Elliott wave structure out there, because it's an Elliott wave impulsive wave here. So you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. So you tend to see usually 5 waves in a move. And you can see over here, first wave, second wave, and maybe another third wave is going to be coming here. And what I can tell you already, if we're going to see another wave getting started from here on, and if we're going to start to create a third wave towards the downside, you know what is going to be happening by then. At that point, if we're going to create a third wave here, this will be resulting in the RSI to cool off around these levels over here, in my opinion. I don't think that will be going much lower, but at least what we could be expecting is that Bitcoin is going to create some massive bullish divergence. So I personally think the chance is very high that we could be seeing this 3 impulsive wave structure getting formed in the market. If we're going to create this third impulsive wave towards the downside, what could be playing out here, I will be add even more to my long position, because I'm so comfortable that Bitcoin could be, of course, rally back towards the 70k, 60k, 70k, 68k approximately by the end of this month here. So the reason why I'm saying so as well here, and the reason why I do think we're right now getting some more sell pressure coming in towards the market, is because the option expiration for today. So today we have an option expiration, but as well next week we got one on the market. So Bitcoin is set to expire here on the options from Bitcoin are set to expire here on October the 22nd, and that is of course today. So what are the things that we should be looking at if we're going to look at this option expiration? So it looks to be that the bulls seem very comfortable above the 65k here. If we are going to close above it, it's going to be favoring the bulls. So no matter how, the bears are going to be getting wrecked, but of course what they do want to be doing right now is push down the price, because we are right now of course providing a lot of pain for the bears. And you can see over here, if Bitcoin is going to close today's candle, right, and it will be for me CST, it will be 11 o'clock in the 11 p.m. So depending of course on where you live, yeah, the time will be different of course, but later today, in approximately 10 hours from here on, 12 hours from here on, the options will be closing. And afterwards, we could be seeing, of course, more exponential price target and more exponential price growth. And of course, we will be entering the weekend. And I will be making for you guys once again later today another weekend prediction video, because yeah, we have been right for our past 8 weekend predictions. And if you're going to subscribe to the channel right now and ring the bell notification, you will be not missing out on my weekend prediction video later today as soon as the options are going to be closing. So What we could be seeing right now for Bitcoin, of course, essentially, is we're going to close between the 60k and 62k. It's going to be favoring 335 million for the bulls. And right now we're trading around the 63.4k. And it will be, of course, between this range. And this will be meaning that we're going to favor 540 million for the bulls. So that's a very good thing here. But what we essentially want to be seeing here is that we're going to be pushing at least above the 64k. So another $700 above us, because as soon as we're going to do so, this will be meaning that, of course, 13,000 call options will be win and 280 put options will become, and this will be resulting in, of course, a net win of 830 million US dollars for the bulls. So that's, of course, a very significant amount of money, and that could be once again flow in towards the market. So that's going to be a very, very good scenario what we're seeing right now. And what these bears right now really want here is to move the price below the 62k here to avoid this 830 million loss. So what we're essentially trying to see here is what we are seeing right now in the market right now here. I can tell you already, what we're currently seeing in the market is, of course, manipulation. We're seeing manipulation getting formed in the market, and this, of course, a very interesting thing to talk about, because this move towards the downside is purely happening, in my opinion, because they want to be, of course, not get wrecked by this option close here. So yeah, it's very important to keep your eyes on it right now here. And you can see the bulls are really getting favored. Everything above the 60k is very, very good for the bulls, and it will be winning a significant amount of money, of course. And it will be favoring us very, very well, because it could be helping us to push up further on. So the bears and the bears are right now trying to suppress the price. They want to be trying to keep the price low on Friday. So do expect more sell pressure. Do expect more manipulation in the market. And as soon after this weekend, I do think we could be seeing not such kind of a correction anymore here. I do think that next week, if we're going to still see a potential move towards the downside, next week could be, of course, extremely bullish in the beginning of the week especially. So I am looking forward towards on how that will be ending over there. So let me see what you guys are saying. Yo guys, yeah, doing pretty good. Pretty good. But yeah, I do think that there's still a very big chance that we're going to get a third wave over here. And if we're going to get this third wave getting created on Bitcoin, yeah, we will be for sure looking to potentially long it. We could be as well maybe look for some kind of an W scenario that we are going to create something like this. We could be as well just reverse already from this point. But if we're going to create a third wave, I will be longing it massively. So I would love to see another rollover getting formed here. Because, guys, I can tell you already, if we're going to get another rollover getting formed, and if we're going to form another impulsive leg towards the downside here, this will be resulting in a massive trading opportunity for all you guys out there. So I want to be, of course, trade with you guys together. And what the perfect scenario will be looking like right now, in order to open a massive long position, is another rollover towards the downside for Bitcoin. So we could be, of course, enter massive positions. So that is, of course, essentially the thing that I would love to see here. But I already added a little bit to my position. I still have quite a lot of margin left on the side here, and I will be trying to build up maybe a $1 million US Bitcoin long position. So looking forward towards how this will be ending, of course, but I'm very, very excited about where the market could be heading towards from of this point, of course. So yeah, let me go further in towards the analysis right now. Enough to discuss about that article, but let me go further in towards the analysis. So Bitcoin, of course, is essentially getting rejected by these 4-hourly candles. But yeah, just like we told you guys a moment ago, Bitcoin is still forming this hidden bullish divergence right now on the market. And this, of course, giving me a very clear signal that we should stay a little bit more bullish on the market right now for the imminent short term. So as well, right away going towards the daily candles. So yesterday, what did we saw on Bitcoin yesterday? So Bitcoin, of course, formed a massive red candle over here on the daily time frame. This is the first real big red candle we have been seeing basically in the approximately past, let me see, 23 days here. So yeah, Bitcoin is getting a rejection, and it took us quite a while till we were getting a massive rejection. What we are right now still seeing here is that we did close this daily candle below the all-time high. Not necessarily a very bearish signal here. It's not necessarily it's not necessarily a reason to be starting to get worried, but this is, of course, for sure a level of resistance that will be trading against us right now here for the coming hours ahead of us. So yeah, pretty interesting what we're seeing over there. If we're looking to indicators like the MACD and the money flow, you can see maybe potentially the MACD is going to cool off further on, and we're going to be creating a bearish crossover on the daily. This will be not for me the indication that we're going to cool off necessarily, but what we could be seeing is maybe a structure like this getting formed. And if we're going to form another wave here on the MACD, let's say the Bitcoin daily time frame is going to push further on, we're going to create another wave just like we did over here, and then we're going to create these minor waves over there, and we're going to create such kind of a structure. I will be extremely bearish, because this is of course a typical bearish buy structure on the MACD. We have been seeing it several times, and what you want to essentially see if we're going to create that structure on the MACD here is that the prices are still going to rally, right? So here you saw prices increasing, and the MACD was, of course, steadily cooling off here. So if we're going to see this structure getting formed once again, I will be looking for a massive short position. But right now, we are not in that stage yet here. But as soon as the MACD is going to cool off once again, in terms of its momentum created here on the daily time frame, I will be looking to maybe potentially call for a major shakeout in the market. But for now and right now, I don't necessarily see a major shakeout coming for Bitcoin. So, since we did got this big red candle, it could be, of course, coming earlier than we are going to be expecting. Maybe we could be seeing another significant leg back towards 70k, and then we could be starting to see the retracement, or even beyond, of course. So yeah, important to look at right now here. That is, we are not seeing a lot of interesting things right now playing out on a daily time frame. But what we are right now seeing here is that Bitcoin on the weekly time frame is getting a perfect rejection from the level that we have been talking about several times here. So you can see this range over here. Please don't spam in the chat here. If you're spamming in the chat, you're not going to be your request will be not gone over. So please don't spam in the chat, guys. I will be going over all the coins here. Just give me a moment. But I do think that Bitcoin is the most important coin to discuss here if it comes to technical analysis. We first start with Bitcoin, then we go into the altcoins. So yeah, we can clearly see Bitcoin, of course, like we predicted, is getting rejected by this level here in the Fibonacci extension chart. You can see clearly a 0.618 is providing a massive rejection right now on the Bitcoin weekly chart. And this is once again the significance of the Bitcoin weekly Fibonacci extension. So it helped us so many times already. And we did warn you guys while we were trading above it, against it, basically. What we want to be seeing here is, of course, a weekly close above it. As long as we're not closing a weekly above it, I think we could be going back towards the 59k level over here. So, interesting what we're seeing right now. But, of course, the weekly has not closed yet here. So, what we want to be doing here is just wait casually in the sidelines. Just wait till the market shows us where it's going to close its weekly candle. And it's going to close in 2 days and 16 hours. And as soon as it's going to close above it, I will be stay very bullish. If we're going to trade against it, I could be maybe expecting a potential pullback. So yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting on how this is going to be ending. So let me see what the chat is saying here real quickly. And guys, by the way, I see we're already watching with 650 of you guys out there. So don't forget to smash the like button. It would be truly appreciated if you're going to do so. And let's go right away further towards the content. So guys, another reason here why I do think altcoins are a good buy. And have we been on point with our analysis? Yes, we have. Because guys, look at this rejection that we did generate here on the altcoin, on the Bitcoin dominance. So I've been saying already for the past 3 days, past 4 days, and of course these are the 3-day candles to be clear. So for the past 4 days, altcoins were a very strong buy here because the Bitcoin dominance was standing pretty high, and I was expecting a retracement back towards the lower levels here. So you can see this is a previous support target, previous support over there. Then, of course, at this point, we failed to hold on towards the support line. We broke down, we are increasing, and we are, of course, finding rejections on the top side right here. So right now, of course, we increase once again to, of course, retest the straight line once again over here. And I told everyone, if we're going to close above it, I will be aiming for a retest of this red box here, what has, of course, historically been a very strong resistance zone here on Bitcoin dominance. But like you can see over here, is that the Bitcoin dominance already got rejected by our important trend line. So yeah, once again, played out exactly like predicted. So once again, on point analysis here by the Crypto Rover channel. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now here if you do not want to be missing out on any of this this kind of content. Of course, it's going to be very valuable if you're going to smash up the subscribe button right now here. But what are our expectations right now from off this point? I do expect that the Bitcoin dominance is going to run more down here. So are altcoins right now a good buy? In my opinion, yes. I do think that altcoins are a very strong buy because I'm personally anticipating that we're going to get another leg down getting create here back towards this orange line over here. And personally, what I do even expect, because we're going to go for a third touch here, is that we're going to go towards this level over here. I'm not in a straight line, but I think we could be seeing like a structure like this getting formed here. A touch, push up, and another touch, and then we go below it, because the more times we're testing this this barrier over here, the more likely it is that we're going to break it. And just like we did over here, we also touched this lower level over here. We also touched the lower band over here. And of course, the 35.4% is the lowest Bitcoin dominance ever been at. And I personally think we are going to reach it in this bull run. I think it's a very, very no-brainer to expect that we're going to reach this. So are altcoins right now a good buy? I can tell you already, yes, altcoins are a very strong buy right now. And I am looking forward towards where the altcoin dominance, the Bitcoin dominance could be heading towards. So if we are reversing this chart here, And if we're looking to the altcoin dominance, so this is basically the opposite chart here. So this is the altcoin dominance, not the Bitcoin dominance. You can see, of course, we are bouncing very, very strong from this level where we are basically as well looking at on Bitcoin. You can see clearly previous resistance, resistance, flipped into support. So it's a very strong bounce that we did got generate on this market. And this was, of course, a no-brainer to be buying altcoins on this level. And you can see this perfect retest. You just can't be more perfect on this retest. This is just a beautiful retest that we did saw as well. You can see clear rejection by the top side. And I've been looking to the chart already for quite a while here. And you can see the reason and how I expected this correction here on the higher side is because in the altcoin dominance, you can see here previous support, rejected. And what are we seeing further on? If you're just extend this line, we got a rejection over here as well. So basically what we're seeing right now on the altcoin dominance, I do think that we're trading in this, this is some kind of the parallel channel band, you know, we're trading in this parallel channel band right here. And I do think that we could be bouncing further on this channel as long as the altcoin dominance is going to be trading so positively. So what I will be expecting here is, let's say the altcoin dominance is going to break the support line. I expect a retest of this blue box, and that we could be maybe resulting in the altcoin dominance falling back towards the lower levels on the sides over here. So if the altcoin dominance is going to fail to hold on towards those levels, we could be potentially see these lower targets getting reached here on this upper sloping support line over here. So that's of course going to be worst case scenario as well. We could be looking at some more of a box over here as well in this range over here. So you can see previous resistance zone and support zone. Could be, of course, a level that we could be starting to accumulate more altcoins at. But right now, of course, it's looking still particularly good. And your supply zone to maybe, of course, get rid of your altcoins is going to be, for my opinion, the 60 towards 61% range here. It's definitely not a bad take profit because it's very close to all-time highs, of course, for the altcoin dominance. So yeah, it looks to be the altcoins are having a very, very good room to grow further on, and it looks to be that it is definitely a very strong opportunity to accumulate altcoins around this time right now here. So if you haven't already, make sure that you're going to keep your attention towards this chart, because it is right now suggesting we are going to be having very strong momentum getting generated on the market. So at the same time, guys, Bitcoin is running up ever so slightly once again here. So this is, of course, always lovely to see if Bitcoin is rallying up ever so slightly. So yeah, let's move back in towards the next chart, and the next chart is going to be the Ethereum chart. So what I was seeing here, so yesterday we did set a new all-time high, or yesterday, it's already, oh yes, yesterday, it's 12-hour charts. So yeah, yesterday we did set a new all-time high for Ethereum. That was, of course, a very beautiful thing that we did saw playing out, of course. It was ever so slightly, it was a few dollars above it, but we did clearly set a new all-time high. What we also just did here is not a highest daily candle close ever in history, so you can clearly see the daily candles for Ethereum are still getting massively rejected by this range on the top side. One positive side here is that a lot of sell orders got cleared, so the next time if we're going to go towards this level, it's going to be much easier to break above it, of course, if the momentum stays the same right now for Ethereum, of course. But yeah, pretty interesting what we're having here. Massive rejection was getting formed on it, and if we're diving ever so slightly towards the 4-hour candles, and let me remove the drawings over here, you can see if we're going to talk about the momentum, is that it's looking healthy. It's looking healthy. No divergence, no bullish or bearish divergence. We are seeing nothing really playing out right now here. If I'm going to go towards the 1-hour candles, yeah, you can clearly see we are forming this hidden bullish divergence structure. So we are forming. Right now, let me get this right here. So we're forming this higher low structure over here. So we're forming a higher low. And while we're forming these higher lows in the market, we're forming lower lows on the RSI. So RSI is forming in a bullish divergence right now, giving us a signal that you could be starting to accumulate. This should start to get a little bit more greedy as well. If we're comparing Ethereum to Bitcoin, I do think that Ethereum is holding up ever so slightly better. So it's right now 5% away from its all-time high. And if we're going to be measuring Bitcoin real quickly, it is right now 5.3% away. 5.3%, and Ethereum is right now 5.4%. So basically, basically the same away from their all-time high. So yeah, looking pretty good here. They're doing pretty solid in my opinion, and they're even far away from their all-time high. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out. I do know that this $41.75 US level is a major rejection zone. So you can see already previous support for Ethereum. Right, and flipped into resistance over here on the higher side, as well flipped into support over here. So what we could be essentially look for right now here is that this level will be providing massive resistance for us, right? Excuse me, for us right here in the market. So as well, if we're going to look at the 50-minute candles, you can clearly see we were here in a downtrend. We were forming this lower high structure. We moved down very significantly. We filled up the liquidity that we did got generated over there, so that's pretty interesting. So these liquidity zones are basically your long targets, and as well over here your liquidity zone. Yeah, but what you can currently see here is that the market starts to be moving up again. You're forming this higher low structure right now, together with this higher low structure as well. So higher highs, higher lows getting formed right now on the short term on Ethereum. So that is looking particularly solid in my opinion, and that could be having a very positive influence on the market for the coming hours here. So that looks of course very strong here. But what we are still looking for is maybe this very important trend line here on the Ethereum price action. So you can see this is a very important trend line that you should be looking at on Ethereum in my opinion. So you can see resistance, 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 and what you can see here is that essentially Ethereum broke above this level, found some support on it, and then we broke below it once again, like you can see over here. And right now we're retesting it once again. So let's see how it is going to be. Let's see how it's going to be playing out right now here. Let's see if we could be trading above it once again. Let's see if we could be pushing up above this trend line over here. It's going to be an important level to break once again. So like you can see, already provided massive resistance in the past, and because it's provided so much resistance, and it was just easily so easily fell below it, it's going to be a very very hard job, of course, of once again trying to push up once again here. So yeah, some people are saying as well in the chat here, the funding rates dropped significantly. This is feeling very good. So yeah, I already talked about it. Indeed, guys, maybe for the people that just tuned in here, we already talked about it ever so slightly. But the reason why I added more to my Bitcoin long position here is because the funding rates dropped so significantly. So there are several explanations right now for this. So let me go to BYBIT. So let me go to this chart real quickly, and let me go to the funding rate real quickly. And there are several explanations for it, why the funding rates are right now dropping so significantly. So you can see the predicted ones are way lower right now. Of course, maybe in certain altcoin pairs are still a little bit higher, but the funding rates have been dropping very significantly, like you can see over here on BYBIT 0.01. So it's a good time to be trading your funding. Trading to your altcoins or your bitcoins on BYBIT right now here, but you can clearly see it did drop off very quickly and very significantly, while the Bitcoin price keeps rallying towards the upside. So that's of course a very positive thing here to see. And you can see here we had some spikes here in the funding rates, and right now it looks particularly good here. So as well, let me go to the long to short ratio to give you guys a quick heads up here about what is currently going on here. So what we can essentially see here is that there are still more longers than shorters in the market. If we're going to look at the 1 hour average, if we're looking at the 5 minute average, you can see 54% short, 58% long just a moment ago. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting. But yeah, since right now and approximately 54% is short, it's looking pretty good for the imminent short term in my opinion. So yeah, Bitcoin, funding rates drop massively. What does it mean here? It basically does mean that there are less people in either profits. So what we can see here is that if we're looking to the liquidations on the market on Bitcoin, we almost were not seeing any long liquidations. So it does mean that probably a lot of people took their profits on their long positions. And what that happened, and what kind of effect that has on the market is either the funding rates will be dropping, or what could have been happening as well here is that a lot of people have been entering short positions, because if there are more shorters in the market compared to the longers, the funding rates will be dropping, of course. So looking particularly good here, and because of this signal that we're right now getting, because the funding rates dropped here, the chance on a big long squeeze that we could be getting here is relatively low right now. So because the chance on a long squeeze is relatively low, I do expect the market has more room to grow towards the upside. So Alpha is right now saying, is it safe to add to our positions or open new positions? I would say yes. Of course, no financial advice, always do your own research, but I just added, of course, another approximately 200k in quantity towards my position, so in approximately 20,000 US dollars, because I'm very comfortable that we could be rallying further up here. So yeah, looking forward towards it. Is there a Telegram room where I can ask you more than quick TA? Can I ask you about oh, there are a lot of requests. No worries if it's fine, it's too much. Bro Scott, I will be putting it here on my list here, because yeah, we still have a lot of time in the stream, and we're going to do, of course, the most amount of requests possible here today. So yeah, put it up my list here, and I will be for sure trying to do the most amount of altcoins. I will be discussing the most amount of altcoins, of course, but I would like to, of course, always go in depth about Bitcoin and Ethereum first before going in towards all these altcoins, right? So essentially right now, to answer the question for you, Alpha, is it right now safe to be entered more, to add more to your position and to add more margin, basically, because yeah, we're in a dip here? I would say yes, but I will be right now as well say, is there a possibility for another potential correction? I will be saying yes as well, and the reason why I will be saying yes as well here is because we have been talking about the option close that we could be getting today, and that the bears want to be still suppressing the price today. That's of course a thing that we will be keeping in our eyes on, you can see clearly the trend line got broken. We are right now retesting it. And as well, if we're looking to the market structure that we're right now creating, there could be, of course, a 3 impulsive wave structure getting started here. So do not expect that we're going to go up a straight line here. What we do expect here is that there's a major previous resistance zone that flipped into support. We do know that the 4 hourly candles are as well forming a hidden bullish divergence. So with everything combined right now, I use my knowledge, and I see like 1 + 1 = 2. I added all the information to each other, and that was giving for me a clear signal to add more to my add more margin towards my position. But what we're right now seeing, by the way, here in the imminent short term for Bitcoin is going to be relatively important, because Bitcoin is right now running as well into some kind of a resistance zone here. And the reason and where I'm exactly talking about is this level over here. So you can see this is a previous resistance zone for Bitcoin, and this could be, of course, a previous support zone for Bitcoin, and this could be providing us some more rejections in the market. So keep your eyes out on this level over here. And I should definitely not say like open your long on this resistance zone, because yeah, your best accumulation zone was on the lower side over here, of course, because yeah, just like I tweeted about this, well, I said to you guys, I will be adding more to my leverage long position on 61.6k. So 61.6k was my target initially. I will be admit here that I was not able to get that, because yeah, you can see clearly I just did miss out about a few inches here. You can see over here the market topped out here on the 61.7, and of course we were in approximately 0.2% away from my target, where I would have been loving to add a little bit more to my position. So yeah, my perfect entry was not exactly over there, but I did enter more to my position on the levels over here, on these candles over here, because I was very comfortable that the market will be starting to be moving up again. So is it a good time to be adding more to your position or open a long position at resistance? I definitely will be saying no. Never open a low position at resistance. And what the biggest mistake is from a lot of traders, because yes, I've been trading for quite a while right here, and I've been, of course, seeing a lot of people making the same mistakes I do, and I am here to tell you guys all about my mistakes I made, right? So some people always want to be in a long position, but please listen up. You don't necessarily always have to be in a long position. You don't always necessarily have to be opening your position. Just sometimes it's better to wait ever so slightly for a better opportunity, because the chances that the market is going to right away break through this level is not necessarily 100%. I do think the chance is relatively high that Bitcoin is going to find some massive resistance on this level, but still break through. I do think we're going to continue our trend through towards the upside. But please still stay very careful. Stay careful. Don't over rush yourself. Don't over trade yourself, because over trading is usually the biggest mistake everyone makes here. So as well, we just opened a new 1 hourly candle, so that's of course beautiful to see. But I don't think in terms of risk to reward that it is always smart to be in a position. And especially right now, we are trading against resistance and you want to be opening your position. So make sure to think about it. And guys, we're getting a lot of requests here in terms of the donations. I will be trying to go over them all in a moment, but first I like to discuss, of course, Bitcoin and how the trades are looking for us right now. So I missed my entry by 5 points, so that's pretty unfortunate, man. But guys, give the like a video if you are enjoying the content, by the way. I see we're watching with more than 800 of you guys out there. Will we truly appreciate if you're going to smash up the like button, of course. We did already discuss quite a lot of things here on the Bitcoin market, so if you do enjoy these streams here, let me know by hitting up that like button, guys, because we're right now only having 160 likes, and we're already watching with more than 800 of you guys out there. So if we can reach the 350 likes in, let's say, 2 minutes, if we can reach the 350 likes in 2 minutes from now on, I will be at least doing a 1 hour stream with you guys out there. So if you do want to be seeing a long stream today, make sure to smash up the like button, because it will show me that you guys are appreciating the content. So it will be truly amazing if you're going to smash it up right now. And with that having been said, guys, let me move in towards the first altcoin request here. So let me look at, of course, Vechain, because I want to be talking a little bit about Vechain, because Vechain did broke out, of course, on its very important trend line. So what we have been saying yesterday is that as soon as Vechain is going to close its daily candle outside of this resistance line here, Vechain is going to go parabolic. So I've been bullish on Vechain the whole time around here. So since then, it already increased 32%. So I have been warning you guys about Vechain so many times here. So please don't say here on the channel that I am not a huge fan of Vechain, because I am a freaking big lover of Vechain. And you guys probably already know, I'm just a lover on Vechain. I do love the project, and I do think it can set new all-time highs this year. So I have been tweeting about Vechain quite a lot here. Please range over here, and I've been talking a lot about it in my streams as well here. So the reason why I am talking a lot about Vechain is because look at this. You can see the opportunities are pretty high. We know that the Bitcoin dominance, or the altcoin dominance, is going to be bouncing. So we know that altcoins are going to take some territory back, and altcoins could be bouncing back very significantly. With that in consideration, we are looking to Vechain. So Vechain, major resistance target, right? Yeah, you can see over here we got clearly 4 resistance targets over here again, 4 rejections getting formed from this from of this level. And what you can see right now is that the Vechain price action broke above it with a daily candle close. So Vechain broke outside of this level, and we're right now, of course, basically have clear skies ahead of us. Of course, not clear skies, we have some clouds between the skies here, in my opinion. So what you can see, the clouds are basically this high over here. I do think it's going to be a hard job here with breaking through this high level over here, because what you want to be essentially see right now in the market is that Vechain as well is going to form a higher high structure than these highs over here, right? So yeah, we did break clear resistance. But what you want to be seeing right now, if we really want to be having clear skies ahead of us, we have to be breaking through this cloud over here. We have to be breaking through this cloud. What has been providing us a lot of resistance and support in the past. So resistance, 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 resistance. And it will be providing resistance once again here. It's going to be providing resistance once again, and it's going to be an extremely important level to be breaking through right now on Vechain. So I will be keeping my eyes out wide open for Vechain to be breaking through this level. So guys, as soon as we're breaking through this level, I will be starting to get extremely excited about Vechain, and I will be starting to accumulate even more and more tokens. And maybe I will be opening some leverage long positions here. So at the same time, Bitcoin is pumping and Bitcoin is running in towards resistance. So we're going to go back into Bitcoin in a moment here to discuss what we could be expecting over here. But yeah, it looks very solid right now, and I definitely can't wait to see where we could be heading towards for Vechain. It's going to be very important that we're breaking this box. But nevertheless, we already broke the downward trend here, and this is already the beginning of a very, very bullish trend here for Vechain. So, Bart is saying, if the Bitcoin dominance hits 40%, is that when you sell your altcoins? So no, I already went over the Bitcoin dominance, but if it hits 40%, will it be then selling my altcoins? I will be partially sell my altcoins if it hits 39.8% here, because you can see over here, my target right now for the Bitcoin dominance is going to be the 39.8% here. But I do think, because we're getting the third touch on the lower side, if we're going to go towards the level, let's just speculate a little bit, right? So let's say the market is going to be moving down. It's going to go for a third touch point. If we're seeing 3 touch points on one level, I do think the chance is so high that we are just going to break it. Not right away, but I do think that we could be creating a rollover and still break below it. So I do expect that my master target is going to be the 35.4%. I will be for sure not be stupid, and I will be for sure take some profits on my altcoins, all my altcoin trades as well at this time on the lower side. So let's see where it could be heading towards. I'm very excited about what it will be doing here, but personally I do think it can be breaking below this level and of course go towards the all-time low of the Bitcoin dominance. So that is of course my expectation right now here. You can see clear rejection, and this is going to be as well a resistance line that we'll be looking forward towards on how it's going to behave itself here in the coming hours and in the coming days afterwards, of course. But yeah, thank you for supporting the nation anyway, Bull Road. So at the same time, Bitcoin, of course, is running ever so slightly up here. Trade is, of course, once again doing particularly good here, to be very honest. You know that Bitcoin on the 15-minute is still in an uptrend, so this is looking very good here. No bearish divergence getting formed here. The trend is looking very healthy, and we're right now running in towards this critical zone of resistance. So Bitcoin is still in this lower high trend, right? So what we can currently see is that Bitcoin is still in a lower high trend, so what you want to be doing here is still stay a little bit conservative about Bitcoin. We are right now still in the downtrend, only in the short term. For us to break this downtrend, we really have to be confirming and continue the trend a little bit further up towards the upside. What we could be as well maybe aim for is some kind of an ascending broadening wedge here. Descending broadening wedge here. We could be looking for descending broadening wedge as a new pattern right now in the market. So a descending broadening wedge here could be, of course, a very interesting pattern that we could be looking at. And right now we are trading against the resistance in the middle of the descending broadening wedge here. But descending broadening wedges are typical bullish bias reversal patterns, because you're trading towards the downside, but they're typical bullish bias reversal patterns. And yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out here. I do think, of course, that we could be aiming for some kind of a very strong movement in this pattern. So yeah, looking forward towards where we could be heading towards. But my aim right now for Bitcoin is just going to keep my eyes out on this previous supply zone. Previous demand zone that right now is currently acting as a supply zone for Bitcoin. So yeah, we will be keeping our eyes wide open. But nevertheless, I do think the chances are relatively high. Bitcoin could be running up back towards 68k. And of course, as soon as Bitcoin is going to run back towards, let's say, levels around 68,000 US dollars, I will be taking, of course, massive profits already on the market. So yeah, I'm looking forward towards what we could be doing, but I will be looking forward towards closing this trade anytime soon here. As well, I'm in a minor Cardano trade here, so only 1% up here, like I just told you guys yesterday about. It's not a major position, but just just definitely not a bad position to be entering right now here. So yeah, it looks particularly good here. Let me see as well, guys. Yeah, we got only 7 likes away before smashing up to 300. So don't forget to smash it up right now here. As well, we just reached the 64.5k subscribers. So thank you guys for that one, of course. But make sure to smash up the like button. We're only 6 likes away from it. So it will be really amazing. So in the meantime, let me run into some other coins here that we did got requested here. So let me go into 8A. Let me go into 8A because as well a very popular coin, of course, and there were, of course, a lot of things happening yesterday. So if you're looking to the 4-hourly candles, you can see we formed a massive fake out here on the top side. So we are getting less and less significance in this chart right here. So you can see it's pretty unfortunate that we did faked out, but then we, of course, once again moved up and we broke further on the upside. So if we're just not looking to these trend lines, what we can currently essentially see here in the market is that 8A has been forming higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, sorry, lower high, lower high, higher high. So you can see we did broke the downtrend right now on Cardano, but it's of course looking particularly good here in terms of the momentum of the charts, and the candlesticks are right now telling us that it is starting to form, of course, more bullish price action. So that's of course looking particularly good here in the market, and that could be having, of course, very positive influence on the market as well here. If you look to the daily time frame, you can see that we did create this big wick on the top side, and we're maybe potentially still trading within this continuation pattern here of the symmetrical triangle. So let's see how this is going to be ending. I personally do expect it's going to be breaking out anytime soon here. So yeah, looking forward towards how this is going to be playing out here. What you can see as well here is that Cardano compared to Ethereum, we have been looking at this yesterday. We are right now trading still, and we're getting hold on still on this very critical level of support here. You can see clearly this is an important level to be holding on towards. So I do expect that Cardano can be seeing a very strong bounce against Ethereum. So Ethereum is right now increasing massively, right? So I do still think that Ethereum is going to continue its rally up here. And if Ethereum is just not going to stop and, of course, continue its way and it continue its massive move towards the upside, it's going to be Cardano that's going to be falling here towards the lower side here against Ethereum. But what you can see still is that we have been forming constantly higher lows here. And if you're going to be looking at a buy, an average buy price for Cardano against Ethereum right now, this looks like a very strong opportunity, right? This looks for me like a very strong opportunity, and that's the reason why I do expect that the Cardano compared to Ethereum price could be rallying back towards the upside. I do think the chances are relatively high that Cardano compared to Ethereum is going to see this very significant bounce back towards the upside. So let's see how it's going to play out. Let's see how it's going to be playing out. I personally think the chances, and if you're going to look to risk to reward, that is a very strong buy that we could be see Cardano bouncing from this range here. So if you're as well looking towards this level over here, average bottom, we're trading on an average bottom, right? So if you're looking to this box over here, basically, you can see this is of course an average good buying zone because Cardano previously got rejected, previously support, and we're trading on this level once again here. So essentially right now as well, we are seeing higher low, higher low, higher low. So this is of course looking particularly good as well. But what you can basically see of this level here is that Cardano is just trading on this massive uptrend, and Cardano has been cooling off massively against Bitcoin, but it is right now ready for another leg up here. And right now is really the time that you should be starting to accumulate, in my opinion, Cardano, because yeah, what you currently can see on this chart here is that it is basically once again retraced towards the zone that you want to be buying. So I see a lot of people on the internet, I see a lot of people like talk about Cardano. No, Cardano is dead. Cardano is not going to do anything or whatsoever. And because everyone is saying about Cardano is not going to do anything, I can tell you already, Cardano is the coin that you basically want to be longing massively right now here. You want to be opening massive long positions right now on Cardano because Cardano is going to be giving you this major rewards here, in my opinion. So I can't wait to see where Cardano is heading towards. I am very curious to see where it could be going towards from here on, and I do expect that Cardano could be seeing, of course, a major move towards the upside. So Cardano compared to Bitcoin is looking good. Cardano compared to Ethereum is looking good. And because everyone is saying right now Cardano is not looking good, it's an S coin, it's doing not anything or whatsoever. It's for me the reason to be, of course, to go long here on Cardano. It's the reason for me to go long. And if you're going to talk about a legendary swing trade position, if you're really looking for a good swing trade position, I should look at Cardano, because if you're going to, let's say, open a 5x leverage or a 10x leverage right now on Cardano, right? Are you going to use the pyramid trading strategy? So you're going to, let's go to the US dollar valuation. I do think, first of all, it's a very good average price here if you're looking to all the interest on Cardano. Second of all, I do think it's a good time to accumulate Cardano right now. I'm talking, of course, about swing trade position, because it's good against Ethereum and good against Bitcoin. Third reason, a lot of people are scared. A lot of people think Cardano is not going to be performing well anymore. Fourth reason here, it's been consolidating for quite a while, so it's making itself ready for a massive lag here, either towards the upside or downside. I do think the chances are relatively high it's going to be a move towards the upside, so you can clearly see it's consolidating. It's almost about to be breaking out, and it's going to create a massive volatility shock. So what you can essentially do right now here, so guys, listen up very carefully, and I'm going to do it as well here myself, because what I just saw here is that on Cardano, I'm right now in a very minor position on Cardano. I will be building up a bigger position, and I will be keeping you guys up to date about it here, because I still have to convert a little bit more tether to my account here, because I only have another 30k tether, but I want to be building up a massive position, right? So what I'm essentially, what your strategy should be being right now on Cardano, and of course always do your own research, but this is going to be my strategy here on Cardano. I am going to be building up a massive long position on Cardano, and how am I going to do so? I am going to be opening my position over here, and I'm going to use the pyramid trading strategy. What I'm going to do here is that I'm going to open my trade that I already did, minor trade, market moves down, I'm going to add more. Market moves down further, I'm going to add even more. Of course, you want to be doubling, you want to every single time, you want to double down. You want to be double down your position in quantity. You want to double down, you want to 2x your position the whole times in terms of quantity, right? So if you're going to do so, if you're going to double down your position in quantity every single time, you're going to be pyramid entering the market. So you're first of all, essentially building up a large position in the market, and you have to be looking for the levels that you do want to be starting to accumulate. So where I should be saying, okay, I want to be accumulating Cardano around all these support zones over here. So you want to be setting up your levels on every single previous bottom support zone. So if you're setting up your every single time buy orders on these levels, you're going to be building up a very strong average entry price, in my opinion. You're going to be building up a very strong average entry price, and you're going to be building up a massive position. So that is going to be at least my strategy, because what I do expect for Cardano here is that it is going to create a massive move here. So I just explained to you why it is a good average accumulation zone right now, because yeah, it's looking good compared to Ethereum. It looks to be that it's trading on very strong support, and it can be bouncing very strong against Ethereum. Cardano as well, compared to Bitcoin, looking like it is about to explode since it's trading on this massive support zone. And third reason, of course, this is looking like a very big consolidation pattern here on the daily time frame, what could be resulting in, once again, a massive volatility shock and a massive run up towards the upside. So do not think that Cardano is done here. What do you think here? Is this a good time to be buying? No one was willing to buy over here. And don't be the one that is going to say, I'm not going to be buying over here. Because, yeah, this is the time to start to get very, very greedy. And Cardano is one of these coins that are going to give us massive opportunities in terms of trading. So if you do want to be joining me with this position, guys, once again, you heard this first on the channel. But don't forget to sign up here with BYBIT, because on BYBIT you will be getting, first of all, $3,500 deposit bonus. And third reason, of course, you could be trading Cardano here on BYBIT. And you could be joining me with my massive long position here on Cardano. I'm already in very minor trade here, but I'm going to be building up maybe a 100 or 200k trade here on Cardano. So make sure that you're going to stick here on the channel if you want to be finding out about this massive trade here. But this is going to be a very good time to be entering trades on Cardano, so don't forget to miss out on it. And of course, hit that subscribe on the channel if you want to be seeing more of this kind of content, if you want to be seeing more of this kind of explanations about entries or whatsoever, because yeah, you want to be looking at good times to be entering, and right now is definitely the time to be entering these trades, especially on Cardano, of course. So I'm getting pretty excited about it, and I'm looking forward towards what we could be heading towards, and definitely can't wait here. I'm 10x in Cardano, 5x AVE, and DOT. So Bor, you're doing a very good job here. Putting it along on the Ethereum fingers, Cardano fingers crossed. So yeah, let's see, man, what's going to play out. Let's see what's going to be playing out. Of course, I do think these are just, it's a very simple thing to say here. It just looks very strong. It looks very good. In terms of risk to reward, it just looks very good, because my setups, I always like to look at the risk that I'm taking and what is the reward. I mean, the reward is extremely high, and a push up towards all-time highs is already 40x, right? So you're essentially, I'm going to use a 10x leverage or maybe 12x leverage or so, 10 to 12x leverage. If we're trading towards new all-time highs, it's going to be already in 400% plus trade here. So I'm going to take it. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to entering with, because I'm going to use my pyramid trading strategy. So depends on how low the market is going to move, depending on, of course, how more significant the market could be moving down. I don't think it's going to necessarily move down severely, but of course, as soon as it's going to be moving down further on, I will be, of course, starting to add more to my position. So, Rover, how hard is shorting the market once the blow of top happens? It's way too hard. It's very hard. I did, of course, short the market several times, and I did call this, of course, I did short at this top over here. I was not able to short this one over here, so I've been staying on the sidelines over there. This one's, of course, a massive trap here. Of course, I was not necessarily anticipating such a massive trap here. I was expecting a summer low, but not so low. So, yeah, I will be, of course, No one saw this coming. If you say, oh, I saw this coming, this low over here on 28k, you're probably lying because no one was expecting that on this high. So yeah, I did go direct over here, but I was very aware about this correction over here. I was very aware. I mean, I not necessarily got wrecked here because I accumulated loads of Bitcoins over here. I accumulated loads of Bitcoins, and that's helping me to, of course, make more money right now here. So I'm playing the long game. I don't play the short game. But you can see over here, I did, of course, clearly... of course, short the market over here. And, of course, on the lows over here, I did long the low over here for Bitcoin. The reason why I did so, we were creating several bullish divergence on the MACD. And second of all, I did long the Ethereum on the $1,720 US. I remember this exactly, this number, $1,720 US. This was literally pinch perfect for Ethereum. And, of course, you can see over here, we formed this double bottom over here, 1720, and we only dipped down to 1694. So yeah, it was a very, very strong entry price I did got over there for Ethereum. And only the unfortunate part about it is that like I closed it on 2200 already. So yeah, I did close it already very early, but if I still had this position open on Ethereum, it would have been, of course, a massive trade here that we could have been taking. But I mean, I'm not scared to take profits, and I'm very glad that I did took some profits over there still in hindsight. So let me move towards the next coin. But yeah, guys, you right now know my thoughts about Cardano. I am so extremely bullish about Cardano. So yeah, if you want to be trading this here, make sure to sign up here with BYBIT in the link description. It's going to be a massive trading opportunity that you don't see every single day here. It's a swing trading opportunity. It's not going to be a short-term trade. This may be a trade that you have to be taking, that you have to be opening for maybe a matter of 2 or 3 weeks here. It could be a very long trade. It could be maybe just so significant in terms of price push here, maybe in a month. Maybe it can take another 30 days here. But it's a long-term trade that you're opening over here. So it's going to be a very strong one in my opinion if you're going to be opening your leverage long position here. On Cardano, use the pyramid trading strategy because otherwise you're going to get wrecked here. If you're not going to do so, you're going to definitely get wrecked steady. So make sure to average in very well into your trades, and you're going to be making up a massive trade here on Cardano. It's not about the short term. Probably if you're opening your trade right now, you could be underwater for maybe another few days here. Just like it was with my Bitcoin trade, guys. I was underwater with my Bitcoin trade for a very long time because I opened my trade over here, and I was underwater with my trade for like 4 or 5 days. Then at the end of the day, of course, it shoot up, and right now I'm still riding this trade, and it just, of course, earlier today added even more to my position. And I already closed 50% earlier. But I'm using that leverage to add more to my position, right? So leveraging in better and better towards my positions, and not going to go to Rex City, of course. So yeah, looking forward towards what we could be doing with that one. But yeah, with your, let's say in the Cardano trade or whatever, you could be underwater for quite a while. And at the same time, guys, while we are looking to Bitcoin, it's getting rejected by this red box here, like expected. Very likely target to of course find some support on. Some people are saying a triple bottom. I don't know where you're talking about. Triple bottoms are definitely not very strong here in my Dogecoin is dead, but still, I don't know. I don't really like necessarily Dogecoin so much. I just wonder because I want to be putting up 20k to short the 50x leverage blow off top. I mean, you're crazy. Never 50x. If you're getting to 50x the blow off top, I mean, calling the top is the hardest part about a bull run. Calling the top is the hardest part about the bull run, and especially if you're going to use a 50x, my man. So please be careful with that one. Do you use the Stretch RSI? If not, why not FAS? I do use it. I do use it a lot. I do use it not necessarily a lot, but I do use it quite often. So yeah, it's a good indicator as well, especially on the daily as well. So yeah, we are right now looking for potential call-off period, but I mean, it can show us, of course, these market reversal trends or the momentum reversals. So yeah, we are losing momentum right now here. And you can see already, we are clearly losing some momentum right now on this rally towards the upside. But that's, of course, likely to expect as well for Bitcoin. Very likely to expect. What are you guys saying? Which coins you will look at right now? Let me look at, let me have a quick look at DOT. Let me take a quick look at DOT here. Polkadot is doing pretty good here. Like you can see, Polkadot's bouncing back towards the upside. Well, of course, a lot of other coins are having a hard time. So yesterday we did look at it. And we essentially said to you guys out there, okay, we're looking at this resistance zone over here. It's going to be bouncing. So yesterday, I remember we were live on this over here. Over here, approximately, we were live. So yeah, we did clearly saw a move down here, and afterwards we shoot up here. So it's a very good prediction that we made yesterday on Polkadot. What we can see right now here is, of course, a little bit more worrying. I should as well stay a little bit more cautious right now on Polkadot. Reason why I'm saying, right, you should stay a little bit more cautious on Polkadot right now here is, I mean, no, in the bigger picture, no. In the coming months, no. But in the immediate short term, yes. So you can see over here, higher high getting formed, lower high on the RSI. So yeah, so it's forming a bearish divergence right now on the short term. So that's of course important to know, important to recognize here. Polkadot is not looking necessarily extremely strong on the 1 hour time frame, but what I'm talking about Polkadot here, I'm very bullish if we're talking about, let's say, the coming weeks ahead of us, right? So I have been accumulating Polkadot. I've been talking about Polkadot for quite a while here. We have been crushing the market, of course, because we have been very active here buying altcoins on these lower side here in the months of July and August. We have been. That's the reason why we're crushing the market right now, and that's the reason why my portfolio is almost up. Yeah, it's more than 2x up already since the low. It's a 3.5x up. I think it's 3.5x up here my portfolio on the low, because as well I bought into some very nice altcoins, of course. Someone is requesting funds. I think we should definitely look at funds here for a moment in a second. But yeah, it looks pretty good here. That dip broke all-time high. And of course, guys, they're releasing the updates about the staking rewards, etc. here anytime soon about their mainnet. So Polkadot, I do think it has way more potential here to grow even further. And my prediction here, end of the year prediction for Polkadot is going to be, yeah, right to 150, 120 US dollars. I think you can easily make still 3x from Polkadot right now. So is the bad buy to buy Polkadot? I would say no. Could you have got Polkadot way cheaper? Yes, you could have. You could have definitely bought Polkadot definitely a little bit cheaper. But yeah, when are you going to be buying it if you're not going to be buying it right now, right? So this is more the point. You want to be holding Polkadot in your portfolio. Not holding Polkadot is irresponsible. So what you can see as well here right now on the 4-hourly candles is resistance, and then breakthroughs right now getting tried. So yeah, it looks particularly good here. It looks very, very strong right now. So, which altcoin are you the most bullish on right now? I think I'm very bullish on HBAR. I'm very bullish on Algorand. I'm very bullish on Vechain, especially because it broke critical resistance. I'm very bullish on Polkadot, of course. I'm very bullish on Cryptocurrencies. I'm very bullish on XRP as well, to be honest. Very bullish on XRP. We'll go into the charts in a moment here. I'm pretty bullish on YLD. I think YLD has a lot of potential right now because I know there's going to become a very big update here on their coin. What will be, of course, helping us to make absolutely significant gains here. So I do think like this coin is going to be giving us a very, very good shot here anytime soon here with making some gains. Yeah, you can see it's trading pretty low here. You're buying the dip as well for this coin right now if you're going to accumulate on this range. I think it has a very big potential to shoot up once again back towards these all-time highs. So yeah, it looks good here. HBAR as well. I'm just so bullish on HBAR. Of course, yesterday it has a little bit of a correction, but while we were correcting for HBAR, we were of course basically retracing back towards your support zone. So I'm looking very good. I do think it's going to be a very strong level where we could be accumulating some coins on. So yeah, looking good. So guys, as well, quickly going to say it. Yesterday, of course, put out some extra invites here on the Telegram group here. So today, my first, I've got some people that are going to be sending out more and more invites. So if you do want to be applying for the Telegram group here, make sure to sign up there, fill in the document. But guys, quickly going to say one thing here because I saw I did like the applications, and I saw like 60 or 70% of the people that are applying are not filled in through the requirements. Because guys, listen up real quickly. You have to be signed up. Not necessarily, it doesn't matter if it's this link or other BYBIT link from me, but you have to be signed up through this link here. Otherwise, you will be not able to get in the group here because I check your UID, and if you're not signed up for this link, you will be not able to join my private Telegram group here. So please make sure. If you're not invited and you do know that you followed the rules, just wait. Your invite will come anytime soon here. But if you did sign up here, if you did fill in the form and you're not signed up through this link, you will be most likely not getting invited because you're not following the requirements. Because yeah, I'm doing a free training group, but the only requirement is of course be signed up through that link here. So it could be as well a different link here, whatever you want here. And of course, if you're signed up for BYBIT, you will be as well able to take these massive trades that we're going to do. And of course, I will be making an update later today. I will be making a special video that I'm going to just drop in the Telegram, where I will be explaining about the Cardano trade here, because I'm going to go a little bit more in depth about it. So yeah, for everyone who's in the Telegram group here, in the private Telegram group, you will be getting some extra information. And if you are followed the requirements, just wait ever so slightly. Your invite is coming anytime soon. Just don't worry. You will be coming. It will be coming. So yeah, looking forward towards the private Telegram group here. It's going to be very amazing here. I'm looking forward towards how we are going to trade here all together. I'm looking forward towards trading in general. Why BYBIT account register? Oh, you're from Mosvina. Just make sure to send me a private. Just make sure to say your name as well in the form, and I will be try to figure something out for you, man. So hey bro, for Ethereum, please, Ethereum. So yeah, we did already went over Ethereum, but let me go over Ethereum a little bit further, of course. So Ethereum essentially not really done anything special here in the past hours. So let's see what we're going to do. Rover, please do XRP. Yeah, XRP is a coin that we have not done yet here. So let me go with XRP. I think that's a very good one. So XRP, it re-entered. So not looking necessarily so strong here. So it was pretty unfortunate that we did, of course, saw fake out. But what we can currently see here is that we are still getting respected by the lower side of support. So XRP is still getting supported on the lower side. That's a positive side what we're right now looking at. XRP is still getting a supportive bounce from this range. So yeah, let's see how we're going to be moving further on from this point. I do expect that XRP could be just see a very strong bounce from this range here. And guys, by the way, I see we're only 20 likes away before smashing it up to 400. So let's smash out the like button to 400 likes here, which really amazing if we could do so right now here. So guys, don't forget to smash the like button. Definitely very, very valuable if you're going to do so. You can use as well VPN if you want to be signing up with BYBIT and it's not allowed in your country. You can just sign up for VPN. It's definitely very valuable because yeah, they are as well offering the biggest deposit bonus ever in history. So yeah, make sure to check it out here. And no KYC, so that's also well very nice, of course. No KYC. So yeah, what you can see currently here in XRP is that we found some very strong supportive touches on the lower side of here. Support getting found over there. And right now we are essentially seeing a very strong bounce getting generated from this point. So we could be seeing some more consolidation here in this range getting formed here. And if we're going to once again see a breakout, maybe we could be seeing the next time a more volatile breakout. And this was, of course, mainly because of Bitcoin. We saw this fake out. Do still expect XRP is going to be creating a massive move anytime soon here. It's going to just, it's just still consolidating, guys. It's just still consolidating. Give XRP some time here. I'm not necessarily longing XRP right now, but I do expect XRP is going to create massive market moves anytime soon here. So don't forget to check XRP up, of course. Just don't miss out on XRP because you don't want to be losing your attention on XRP right now here. If we're going to look at XRP and if we're going to zoom out ever so slightly, what I personally expect here is that XRP is forming a huge consolidation pattern on the weekly time frame. Of course, this weekly breakout will be the massive breakout that we have been waiting for on XRP, and this will be resulting in XRP, of course, forming bringing life-changing wealth to you most likely. So XRP is more of a long-term hold. XRP is more of a long-term investment. You can see just like in 2017, we did the exact same with XRP. We formed this massive consolidation pattern. We broke out of this consolidation pattern. We pushed up massively towards the upside. Then we came down, of course. We came down massively. And then we are doing right now the exact same like we did in 2017. So what I personally expect here, guys, I've said it several times here on the channel, is that XRP is going to do the same. It's going to just do the same here. It's going to be shocking everyone. No one will be expecting it. So, can you swing trade XRP? For sure, you could be swing trading XRP. Is it risky? Not necessarily. It's still pretty low risk here. Will it do so? I don't know, because I don't know how this is going to go, and I don't know how long it will take XRP to exponentially grow, of course. So, yeah, that can take still another maybe approximately 100 days or so, maybe 105, like you can see in this pattern. So just give XRP a little bit more time. Just give it a little bit more room to grow. Give it a little bit more room to consolidate. Give it a little bit more room to create more significance in terms of touch points. But what we could be expecting, of course, on XRP is just that it is going to create this massive lag here. It's going to create this massive lag. If we're just going to look into the pure price target here, it's already going to be a very significant move here. So depending, of course, on where we're going to be breaking out here, it's going to be in at least more than 100% trade here, 125% trade. It's going to be a very big trade that we're could be taking here on XRP. So yeah, don't forget to check that out, of course. Don't forget to miss out on XRP because yeah, it is going to be providing us a massive trading opportunity, and it is going to be providing us a potential very huge trading opportunity because as soon as XRP is going to close its weekly candle outside of it, I will be aiming for a massive move, and I will be aiming for a massive long position as well here. So looking forward towards it, looking very much forward towards it, and I definitely can't wait to see on how we're going to be playing out XRP here in the coming hours, in the coming days as well here on the channel, because yeah, as soon as we're going to be breaking this level, I will be definitely look forward towards trading XRP more frequently, and you guys will be as well see some more XRP content from me as soon as we're breaking this resistance line, because right now, yeah, there's nothing really specially happening on XRP, but just like Cardano right now, Cardano is a very good time to accumulate. I do think, yeah, XRP is as well the same shoes as Cardano right now. Same shoes as Cardano. So we know the altcoin dominance is going to drop here. The Bitcoin dominance is going to drop here. Because the Bitcoin dominance is going to drop, it's going to have a positive influence on XRP, on Cardano, and a lot of the other altcoins as well here. So yeah, it looks particularly good right now. Looks very, very good. So Solana, what are we having with Solana? Solana is, of course, as well broke out here of the symmetrical triangle. So what are we seeing? And Solana is very close of setting a new all-time high, guys. It's very, very close here. And this is looking good. It's looking good. Well, Bitcoin, of course, is cooling off ever so slightly, like you can see. It is Solana that's absolutely exploding right now, of course. So Bitcoin getting a minor rejection by our resistance zone. So once again, we have been on point. We have been, of course, predicting this exact resistance zone. And just a moment ago, someone asked me, should I go long right now? Did I save your ass? I did save your ass, the thing. So never go long on resistance. It's not smart to long the market at resistance. Just wait for a good opportunity. Let's say we're going to create this third impulsive leg down, guys. Just like I told you, guys, we'll be going to Solana in a second here, guys. But if we're going to create this third impulsive leg down here, we are going to be opening massive long positions. I'm going to be adding more to my position like crazy. I'm going to be building up a massive position. So let's say market is going to get rejected. It's going to create maybe a potential W, or it's going to potentially create a lower low here in the market, and we're continuing this third wave impulsive leg. I'm going to long the market on the next leg down here, guys. People will be starting to get worried. People will be starting to say, Bitcoin, oh, it's losing its momentum. Look out, look out. But no, just don't be worried. Don't be worried at all. It's just this three impulsive move structure most likely, so please be careful, of course. But I will be adding massive amounts to my position here. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So I'm gonna take a quick sip of my water, guys. Very good, very good. Excuse me. So yeah, what are we having right now? Bitcoin getting rejected, but in the meantime, Solana. Let's discuss some Solana. So Fyro, you guys want me to go over Fyro? Is it doing good, by the way? Quick check up here. Quick check. I will be quickly checking it up, Fyro, because I used to hold this coin very much in the past. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, let me go over Solana. Let me go over Solana. And I have some things to talk about Bitcoin, by the way, in a moment. So it's going to be pretty important, pretty interesting. So yeah, looking forward towards talking about Bitcoin ever so slightly in a moment. So yeah, guys, just stick till the end of the video, stick till the end of the stream here. We're going to discuss a lot of things still. So what are we seeing with Solana right now? That's pretty interesting, of course. Solana is very close towards the new all-time high, right? So we're right now at approximately 3% away from all-time high. And what you can see here is as soon as we're going to close this daily candle over here, so in 14 hours we're going to close this daily candle, Solana is going to create a massive bearish divergence. It's going to create massive momentum shifts here. So how typically do market reverse? I will be quickly putting out the message here. What is important if you're going to look at markets? It's going to be important that you're going to look at how the market is behaving itself and how the market is developing and how the momentum is looking. So yes, I am pretty bullish on Solana. It could be going maybe to $300. But I am going to say this to you guys out there, that there is a massive warning shot on Solana right now. And my warning shot to you guys out there right now is that we are seeing massive bearish divergence. Of course, it's not confirmed yet since the daily candle is not closed yet. We're seeing massive bearish divergence getting created on all the three momentum indicators. So if the Rover trading view indicator come out there, it will be probably give you a big warning shot right now here. It will be giving you a red dot. It will be giving you, please be careful, market is overextended. It will be giving you a high risk entry. So if you're going to enter Solana right now, if you want to be buying Solana right now, you're going to enter on high risk. And your reward is going to be potentially low. And the reason why your reward is potentially low here is because it's first of all high risk, and second of all, it has a market capitalization of 61 billion, 62 billion almost. So chances of a 2x from here on is not extremely. Of course, it's going to be most likely doing a 2x here. But be careful. Be careful right now. The risk is extremely high for the potential reward. Momentum indicators are giving us a very clear signal to reversal. But what we're seeing right now essentially is that we did clearly broke out of the symmetrical triangle, right? So I am bullish because we broke out of the symmetrical triangle. We clearly broke out of it. Price target is sitting around the $240. I think we're going to reach it. I think we're easily going to reach this level over here. But still, as soon as we're going to reach these highs over here, I will be starting to get even more cautious. The higher Solana right now is going to go, the more cautious I will become because it's looking like it is shifting its momentum. So price is still going to keep rallying right now, but momentum is shifting towards the down. So we're losing the buying string right now while the price action is increasing. So be careful. Because as fast as it can go up, it can as well come down. So yeah, I'm a huge lover of Solana for sure. But still, I'm going to shoot out a big warning shot to you guys out there, because I always want to give you guys the honest opinion, right? I want to give you guys an honest opinion on the market, and I'm not going to lie in front of your face, because I know if I'm going to say it does very well or it looks very good, I'm not going to lie to you guys, you know. So I will be saying to you guys out there that you want to be careful with it right now. In my opinion, it's pretty high risk to be buying into towards it. So yeah, looking forward towards it, how it is going to be performing. I do think it's going to potentially reach its all-time high. Once again, by pushing towards the all-time high, and of course go towards the new target over here. But of course, the higher this goes, the more careful I should become as well. So, what are we seeing right now on Bitcoin? 4-hourly candles getting rejected. So, Bitcoin, another rejection on 4-hourly candles. So, you can see this trend line is pretty important, guys. So, Bitcoin did break down of this important trend line, and it is right now finding resistance on this critical level of this overselling support line. So, looks interesting. Looks very interesting, and it looks like we're getting a massive rejection right now here on Bitcoin USDT. And let's see what we're going to get from here on. Are we going to move above it? And what is going to be crucially for me important is that Bitcoin is going to close a 4-hourly candle above it once again, so we could be flipping this level into support. So keep your eyes on Bitcoin. It's going to be important where we're going to go towards from this point. It's going to be crucially that we're going to be moving up further. It's going to be crucially that we're going to be continue our way up here. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be playing out. Big hater of Solana. No, I'm not a hater. I'm just realistic, guys. I'm not a hater of Solana. I'm definitely not a hater. But you have to know, guys. Once you start to become too greedy, you could be in for massive corrections. So I am here to help you guys where I made my mistakes. Right? I'm trying to give my mistakes, so I can help you guys. I'm not a hater. People in the cryptocurrency space, some people are very toxic about certain things, right? So some people are very toxic about once I'm bearish on certain coins, or once I'm not bearish, but once I'm just saying it's a high risk to buy it, it's a high risk for the potential reward. So I am not hating. I am trying to help you guys where I made my mistakes, right? It has always come down towards the risk to reward. It always comes down towards this metrics. This is a calculation that you have to do in your own head. And if I look towards this chart right now, for me, the risk is too high for the reward. So it's not hating. It's not hating. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on Solana. I do think it's going to set a new ultimate. Yes, for sure. But still, I do think the risk is too high for me to be buying into towards Solana right now. For me, it's too big of a risk to holding my Solana for longer than maybe a week or 2 weeks from here on, because you have to sometimes lock in some profits. I mean, I made huge gains with Solana as well. I bought it on $20 US. I'm still holding it, not everything. I did sold already a bit, but I'm still holding ever so slightly some Solana. But yeah, it's doing good. It's performing well. I mean, it's once again up 48% just a matter of 11 days. It's performing good. It's not hating. It's being realistic, and it is giving you guys my where I make my mistakes. I'm trying to help you guys, right? So please don't say anything. Watch everyone who sells Solana move to 80. Yeah, let's see how the money is going to move to Cardano. Will be pretty interesting. But yeah, Bitcoin is of course getting right now this rejection on the 4-hourly time frame. So pretty interesting what we're seeing over there, and you can see this rejection on this red box over here. So guys, let me know what you guys think right now. Are we still going to be breaking through this red box? Let me know in the chat right now. Let me know in the chat right here, right below here. I'm very curious what you guys think. Are we going to be breaking through the critical range here of this resistance box, or are we going to be even continue our way down here? Let me know in the chat here. Let me know in the comment section right now. Let me know in the comment section. I'm very curious what you guys currently think of it. Do you guys think we're going to break it or not? It's going to be the big $1 million question, of course. It's going to be the big $1 million question. So yeah, I'm going to look forward towards how this is going to be going, of course. Let me see what the chat is saying. Yes, I see a yes coming in here. I see someone saying yes that we're going to be breaking through it. So I'm not going to talk about different crypto YouTubers. I mean, everyone's doing a good job here in space, so don't think so currently. Okay, I mean, of course, potentially we could be going for this third leg down here, because then we finish the third impulse of leg here. So I mean, I still keep it in the back of my mind, right? So I still keep my eyes out wide open for this impulsive structure towards the downside. If we're going to create this impulsive structure down here, I do expect a very significant leg up once again afterwards. So yeah, it will be fun. Will be good. Could become a double bottom for sure. Yeah, depending, man. It could be for sure maybe a very beautiful W. This could be a very strong W if we're going to create something like this here. So yeah, if you are going to get the opportunity once again to long this market over here, I think you should be, if you're looking to trade the Bitcoin market, my strategy should be, if I'm not in a position yet here to as well, once again start to pyramid in the market, because we could be creating a third leg down here, but at the end of the day, I think we're going to reverse. So what your strategy should be here is enter a trade, maybe first trade over here, second trade over here, third trade over here, and of course average down your position with of course doubling your quantity size here. So it's going to be pretty interesting strategy that you could be utilizing right now here to of course make a big position and of course crush the market right now here. So it looks good. Bitcoin will drop to the 0.5 to 0.618 in FIB. Depending which FIB are you looking at. I'm going to set up a FIB from the swing low. Swing high, we are of course looking for a FIB support, Fibonacci support around the 60.6k. As you're going to look at the swing high to swing low to identify extension levels. If you're going to look at some extension levels that we could be aiming for, we could be looking for some support on the 63k here. If we're going to look at the Fibonacci extension, it's going to be pretty Fib-based extension tool. If we're going to look at this Fibonacci, we could be, yeah, we can once again, you see the Fibonacci extension is a very powerful tool. You can see it once again. The Fibonacci extension shows us that we got rejected by the 0.236 here, the important resistance to break. And what we could be right now expecting on is that at least we could be maybe search for some more liquidity. What I mean with searching for more liquidity is of course fill up this low over here. So we could be maybe do something like this and then move up once again and then potentially break through this level. So yeah, it's going to be important, these levels to look at. We could be aiming, of course, for some more resistance along the way up here. We could be aiming for maybe some more resistance on these levels over there. So very curious on how this is going to be playing out here. Very curious on how this is going to be, yeah, just play out here in general. So yeah, looking forward towards how Bitcoin is going to behave itself. But I will be keeping my eyes out on this Fibonacci extension tool. We'll keep you guys up to date here later on today as well on whether if we're going to be breaking through the 0.236 here, what we could be aiming for. I personally will be expecting this level will be getting reached there, 64.8k. As well, this is a major previous support zone that is going to most likely provide as well resistance together with the Fibonacci resistance. So yeah, it's going to be quite exciting, guys, later today. I love your pyramid trading strategy. I mean, yeah, definitely, it's my most profitable trading strategy here in this bull run. So always trying to share the profitable trading strategy, of course, guys. So I mean, I love trading. I'm really into trading here. So trading is basically my job here. So yeah, it's lovely. So yeah, of course, always love to share my passion here on the market. It's just a thing I just love to do, right? So yeah, very exciting, guys. I'm very excited what you guys as well think of the market right now here, and excited to make gains all together, right? I'm very excited to make gains all together. So let me see what the chat is saying here. You guys really want here, but guys, definitely excuse me right now here, but I will be wrapping up the stream over here because I still got some things to do in the background here. Once again, still pretty busy days over here. Still working with a lot of things here in the background, and still have to do a lot of things here. So guys, thank you so much for once again watching through this amazing stream here. On the next stream, I will be back with my face cam, so it feels very weird for me because I always look at my stream. And right now, I don't see any face. So for me, it feels very weird there was no face cam on the stream here. So guys, excuse me so much for all the technical issues that I did got today here. I know where the issue is here. It's because of my stream deck. And I got some issues with that. So I have to be figuring out how to resolve all these issues. So yeah, we will be just back next time around with better quality, of course. So guys, excuse me so much for every issues we did got today and what we did experience today. So thank you so much for watching once again towards this amazing stream here on the channel. Guys, we will be keeping you guys up to date here on Twitter as well here. If you want to be joining the biggest giveaway I've ever done here on my channel, don't forget to participate right now here. It's going to be a $4,000 giveaway. Winner will be announced approximately next week. You will be seeing the winners flashing by here on Twitter, and I will be tagging you. I will tag you on Twitter if you're the winner. So yeah, make sure to check it out here. Make sure to apply for this major giveaway. So you don't want to be missing out. And as well, while you're there, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, because yeah, you as well have to do so. To be participating in this giveaway would be truly amazing if you're going to do so. But guys, nevertheless, thank you so much for watching for this amazing stream here, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye. Excuse me so much. Excuse me so much. I think it's the